setting. It's too much effort, too much trouble. Oh my god, why is this volume so loud? Get me out of here. Okay, I'll fix it now. There. I'll make sure it's right when I check the, whatever. Nope, that's not good. Do the 360. So I'm 14 seconds behind already, but that's because there's a 20-second loading time that I didn't include in the, whatever, the, previous run. Nope, that's too early. What am I doing? I keep forgetting, you can actually, you don't have to pull up in the street. You can pull up a little bit on the sidewalk there and they'll get in a little bit quicker. It's pretty cool. Do something! We got Dale! Ah, beautiful Miami. With about a 20-foot draw distance. Whoa, that was some interesting handling there. Oh no. Tragedy strikes. That's really far away. They're gonna take a long time to get in. Kinda wanna just slam into that door, really, I think. Well done. Well, I'd say otherwise, but I hope you guys are ready for Tico's ride. Name's Tico. Let's go pick up Tico. Whoa, okay. Almost rolled the car going over a curb there. Perfect arrival to anyone's house. Arriving backwards on fire in a Buick Skylark. Why is he taking so long to get in? That was weird. Lose him! Lose him! There, Tico, we lost him. See, this is the nice part of the run, where the AIs don't cross the double yellow lines illegally at like every single possibility, every single possible moment. That is a good position. One funny thing about the PC version of this game is that was supposed to be, of course, that's supposed to be a silenced gunshot, right? But on the PC version, it was like a super loud shotgun sound that was like way louder than the rest of the, the volume in the game. It's so funny. I mean, ear-shattering, but it's funny. The cleanup. Pick up the car. Seems simple enough. It's a shame that the car we drive in this is not our primary car for all of Miami, or the rest of the game, to be honest, because it drives really well. It's like a lot faster than this car. Well, they have the same top speed, but it accelerates quicker. Okay, that guy just crossed the double yellow lines. So I guess I can't just AFK this. I should be on the planters, to be honest. Pretty sure it is faster to go this way, even though it's longer as the crow flies. You spend more time on the freeway at top speed instead of winding through the neighborhood. But, for whatever reason, this mission takes pity on you. The cops will just automatically lose you as you approach the house. The only time you can really mess up is if you, like, tow a cop into the zone. Like, if you drive really slowly. director. Just hold burnout right here. Go straight out of the garage. I've seen other routes that get tried for this. Like you go sort of backtracking the way you came. But with this route, like you only have to do 3 turns the entire time. So it's like, again, just the idea of spending the most time at maximum speed. Which, if the PC version to be trusted, the maximum speed that all the vehicles go in this game is 90 miles an hour. With the exception of the Charger or the Mustang in Superfly Drive, which goes 120. But of course, there's no way to see a speedometer in this game, in the PS version. And I've tried all kinds of things like, oh god, this cop is gonna be on me. That was slow. Although apparently it's a gold. Oh my god. Come on, except that menu is so weird. Yeah, I just hate the menus in this game because, like, double tapping moves them faster, but if you, like, if you're currently interacting with something, like if you're listening to the voicemail or whatever, you can't actually move the cursor anywhere. This mission also has, like, an exceptionally short time limit. Like, I know it's basically just a drive. Like, you just drive across this bridge and that's it. But if you get a really persistent cop, it's really hard to kill the cop at the end. And also get back into the goal. Like, and it's very likely that you, I mean, almost every time you come across this bridge, you pick up a cop because there's really no way to avoid them. Ooh, that was a big mistake. Overcorrected. Like, most of the time limits in this game allow you to make several mistakes. This one, no. You better not make any mistakes. One mistake is pretty much all that this time limit will allow. Like, if I had done that corner slightly poorly, it would have been really difficult to shake the cop. Like, if you have to slow down for that corner, the cop is definitely gonna be on you, and you're gonna have to fight him. No! Oh, that could have been a quick kill. That's unfortunate. He was a little bit too slow. See, and now he's really fast for some reason. Just depending on what pattern they take, they can either go really fast or really slow. He's doing this bullshit again. Are you kidding me? Really? Okay, this is good. Okay, we got him. See, that's what should have happened first try. Oh, that's really good, actually. He's pretty close. So, my splits are all messed up here because in that run, I actually had a perfect Superfly drive, but I split when I killed the cop. Um, Instead of when I got Jean Paul to the house or whatever. I think I'm gonna take a risky path. I'm gonna go through this way. Ah, there's a cop here. That's a little bit annoying. Ouch. Okay, this might have been a mistake. Yeah, suspect has hit another vehicle. Well, maybe if you hadn't rammed me at 60 miles an hour, I wouldn't have hit another vehicle. But yeah, on these small roads, it is like practically impossible to avoid the cops. Actually, no, it is impossible to avoid the cops. Like, you're always gonna get an interaction with the police. And this time is gonna be really tight because I messed up quite a bit. If I get a cop at this end section right here, the run is pretty much over. And I did. So I'm gonna hope he just drives off. He didn't. Fuck. Oh, he did. Shit. Oh my god, that was so clutch. I don't know how I lost the tail. I have no idea how I lost that tail. That was ridiculous. Alright, super fun drive. Superfly drive. Let's take this puppy home. Holy cow. People, people, people. So in my run where I got that 148, I had like a nearly perfect Tico's ride. Like, or not Tico's ride. It's not hard to get a perfect Tico's ride. Jean-Paul, bust out Jean-Paul, because I got a quick kill, which makes the second segment harder, because if you get a quick kill, you have the same amount of time to get to where you need to go, that house, but you're further away because the police car has driven less distance. Well, okay, the reason I never stream is because I rarely have time to stream. And if you want to stream well, that's your problem. Well, I mean, practically oh shit, okay, we held it. Practically speaking, it's because we're going for that, oh fuck, holy shit, that's not good. That is not good, okay. The prospects of this run just got way worse because I'm distracted on the hardest mission in the game. So I cannot run into a cop at the close to the end. If I do, the run is over because I'm not going to be able to kill a cop. I have to outrun him somehow. So I might have to manipulate the cops or avoid them. And if some fucker decides to change lanes, it's all over. Okay, that's bad. I don't... Oh, crap. Okay, crap. I've lost it. Okay, never mind. We're fine. That gives me less time to work with, though. I almost lost it. That's bad because I wanted that cop to see me. If there's a cop up ahead, the run's over. But it looks like we might get away with it. Trying to watch two runs at the same time? Yeah, good luck. Are you watching the Dark Souls run?
Yeah, listen up. We're setting a trap. D'Angelo's been...
I need to change these titles. I can't actually see. Like, when I need to... Yeah, I need to get rid of the meme titles. Or change my layout so that I can actually see what I need to do. Because I don't know the route for this game. I'm just... my splits are telling me everything. Oh my god. I'm just gonna restart, fuck it. Like, I'm not too worried about the time loss because, again, I had a perfect Jean-Paul run. You could easily lose 3 minutes on Jean-Paul like I did. And then... Are you kidding me? And then, I lost, like, literally 20 minutes on the Maddox meme in my run. If I hadn't screwed up the Maddox run, or the Maddox hit so hard. Oh my god, this guy. His car changes direction so quickly. Got him. And hello, the mission. That fade out was like an hour long. What the heck? Am I really gonna save this much time on the train? Like, did I mess up the train in my actual run? That seems like a weird thing to mess up, because this mission is really easy. However, if a cop comes at me at 1,000,000,000 miles an hour in the rain, come on, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Can't brake. No! Why does everyone fucking change direction like that? This game is a fucking piece of shit, dude. Well, there goes the time I would have saved on that mission. Because someone decided to not check their fucking mirrors. Change lanes into a fucking car. I swear, if people drove like this in reality, there'd be 10 million people killed on the road every single day. And there actually would be, because that would be the entire population of Los Angeles dead. What the fuck? These cops like come out of nowhere. And they drive like absolute maniacs. And it's only in the rain. Like when it's dry, they're like, oh, I'll just sort of lightly tap him. Why the hell not? And then when it's raining, they come barreling around corners at 1,000,000,000 miles an hour. Full throttle. Tires squealing. Like that. Like, what is this guy fucking doing? What the fuck? Like, and the thing is, I have this on easy cop difficulty, so they suck. They are really bad. They die really easily and they don't drive very well. But when, for some reason, in the wet, they become just gods among men. That is a fucking crock of shit.
Listen, lady.
Listen, lady. We saw you take that train. We know you're guilty. We even got your ticket stub in the trash can outside the station. And there's always this glorious, like, 10 seconds when you first arrive in San Francisco where there's no cars around you, and the game runs at a solid 20 FPS. It's maximum frame rate, by the way. Even when this game is completely uncluttered by cars, it has a maximum frame rate of 20 frames per second. For that cinematic experience. But then when you get here, you know. Of course there's gotta be a cop. Okay, he's going the other way. Now this one is not quite as easy to get an optimal, like, place on the sidewalk because of those trees, but... San Francisco, the city is like all about lag reduction pretty much. Like, it lags so hard. I mean, it probably has, actually, come to think of it, it probably has the best frame rate out of like any of the cities. I don't know, Miami might be better. But there's a lot of like this, like driving in a straight line. Although not nearly as much driving in a straight line as Los Angeles. Also, this is the worst car that you have to drive in the entire game, the fucking Fairlane. This thing just fishtails wildly. It's really hard to actually drive quickly. Yeah, you can't really correct at all. Like, once you start to slide, if you correct, you'll whip back 10 times worse in the opposite direction. You kind of just have to, like, once you make a turn, you have to, like, accept your fate. Not having cops here is a little bit worrying, because one of them might spawn, like, on top of you and, you know, instantly blow you up. Will you? Yeah, okay, that's not good, where that cop is, but luckily it looks like he despawned. I might save time here, though. Guns in the trunk. I think I might have gotten popped by a cop or something.
Come see me.
I think that's it. Oh yeah, it is that guy, because he's like, I've got sawn-offs in the boot. I just realized I've been to every single city that's in this game, but I've been to 0 of the cities that are in Driver 2. Because Driver 2 is Chicago, Havana, Rio, and Las Vegas. I've never been to Vegas, I've never been to Chicago. Definitely have never been to Rio or Havana, as far as I remember. But I have been to SF, Los Angeles, New York, and... Okay, I guess we're going into this backwards. That was interesting. Miami. I've been to Miami. So that was like a really prolonged thought. But there you go. Guess it actually is kind of fortunate that I rolled into the goal backwards, because that's the direction I need to go, but still. That perennial almost hit me. Fucking We're on a hot pace, boys. This Ford Fairlane is cruising through San Francisco with hot merchandise in the trunk. Yeah, that's the best way to avoid cops, is to just drive in a straight line. See if I remember the correct way to go. Oh, I know where to go now, yeah. Got a little confused there. Oh no, don't spin out on the grass. Get there! Get there! Okay, we did it. Good job. Time save, baby.
Wow.
Wow.
It's me. I got some trouble with business. Associate of mine just crossed the line. You're the guy who's gonna make him haul his ass back the other side. Real sweet job, cowboy. Pick up some
Fuck.
crates we just shipped. Hi! Yeah! It's me.
I think it's this one. Fuck, I don't know. I hope I didn't just mess that up. Like, my splits are so fucked. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but I have the names of the splits. But, okay, it is the right one. But they're, like, not wide enough for me to see the whole name. Whoa. 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 Tell me what you want. Whatever. Alright, we gotta get cozy to the cutscene. I don't remember the route for this at all, goddamn. It's also in the rain. But hey, credit where it's due, the reflections in the street from the rain do look really good. No, don't turn that way, you dipshit. God, it takes forever to brake.
Get it there on time, pal! Get it there on time, pal!
Get us there on time, pal. Yo, Evgeny, what's up? Indeed, true physics. This game has amazing physics. Everything feels really heavy and deliberate. The cars actually feel like they have weight, not like fucking Grand Theft Auto where they can crash into a wall at 100 miles an hour and just sit there. They just stick to the wall. I'm gonna block this cop with the streetcar. Yes, it worked. The nice thing about rain is once you pick up speed, it's really hard for the cops to accelerate. Because they're spinning their tires too.
Get it there on time, pal.
I forget where I turn. I think I always turn late for this one, so I'm gonna turn here. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Cop can't get me. Oh, what a turn. And of course, the cop sticks on the
Get us out
footboard.
of here.
Yeah, it seriously is. And when they made Driver 2, they messed with the physics. They made it like a little bit easier. But this is more realistic. This is one of those games that it only does one thing. The game is just all about driving. But because of that, they were able to make the driving as good as any game has ever been. Modern or classic. Brake! Handbrake! Okay. This is a long cutscene, so I'm gonna go turn on my air conditioner. Alright. That's a gold split. Okay. Okay, Mercy Mission. Mercy Mission. There are horror stories of people finishing this with like only 1 second left. It's pretty well founded. This mission is pretty hard. The time limit is really tight. It's not good. You really want to keep the felony low early on in this mission because it's quite long. But yeah, I mean, Driver 2 is still a good game, but it also has like a lot of really dumb shit. Like, in Driver 2, there'll be moments where you get to the final goal with like, you know, 10 seconds left or something, and you're like, oh, woo, I finally did it. But then you get to the final goal, and it's like, get out of your car and open this door, and you have this moment of panic where you have to get out of your car and go with the shitty controls, the shitty, like, oh my god, get out of my way. You have to get out of the car, which, by the way, to get out of the car in Driver 2, it's not circle or X, it's up, left, and triangle to get out of the car. And I know most people played through the entire, you know, they tried to play through the campaign and they didn't even know how to get out of the car, because why would you make it up, left, and triangle? Yo, what's up, Socrates? How's it going? Welcome to this tragic run. The gold splits are not enough to haul this run back from the dead, but if I get a gold split on the Maddox hit, I will probably save about 20 minutes, so yeah. I'm not liking this level of damage and felony for the rest of the Mercy mission. This level also features the magnificence of the AMC Pacer, as well as the Ford Pinto. You can't drive them, unfortunately, but they are there. Tell you what, though, we could save a lot of time here. I think there's only one phone booth left. I forget if it's 3 or 4. One thing that is not so fun about running this game is the 20-second loading times that happen every time anything happens.
I hate blind corners.
Yo, thanks very much for the something. I can't see it because I can't see my alerts, but thanks for the host. Oh, it's Heinke. Yo, what's up, Heinke? How's it going, my man? How have you been? How was Vampire Masquerade the Bloodlines? Yes, it is the Wheelman. The goal is to beat Pitpo, but that's it looks like a long shot at this point. Oh, you beat the game. Nice, nice. Oh, fuck. That man's AMC pacer is in a sorry state at this point. I think I was supposed to turn there as well. Oh well. Oh, that's not good. Lag reduction in action. I was supposed to turn there. That's what you get for not knowing the route of the game that you're playing. Okay. Alright, thanks very much for the host, Heinke. You have a good one. Much appreciated. If anyone doesn't know what this game is, this is Driver. It came out in 1999, I think. 1998, maybe. All you do is drive. That's the entire game. But this game does have the best driving physics of any game, pretty much outside of the simulator realm. Like, everything is, as you can see, everything's very heavy and deliberate. Like, your actions have consequences is another way of putting it, because once these cars start to slide, they will slide forever, because they're all big American cars with gigantic V8s at the front, almost no weight at the back. Very, very poor handling. Speaking of which, this car in, oh my gosh, in San Francisco is the worst handling car in the game. It's, once it starts to slide, I mean, you pretty much just have to pray that, okay, pretty much just have to pray that you're not gonna crash, because there is no stopping it once it starts to slide. Okay, this is where we figure out if you have to lose the tail or not. You don't have to lose the tail, haha. Spectacular. Well done, the game says. I don't know about that. Was I supposed to split there? I don't know if I was. I think that was the last one. I was supposed to split there. I'm gonna trust my splits that this is the current one. I didn't route this game, by the way. Well, I know what missions to take. I looked all those up. I routed all of the paths through the city myself, but then I didn't run this game for about 4 months, and then I, you know, forgot everything because I never really bothered to commit them to memory, so I'm just winging it right now. That's the fun part about San Francisco is the, can this cop see me? Thank you. you don't really want them to sideswipe you at full speed in the rain, otherwise you will never recover, and you'll take who knows how much damage. So one thing that's supposed to happen with this mission, but doesn't always happen, is if you're being chased by the cops going into this parking structure, they sort of lose you like that. He was clearly close enough to still see me, but he just lost me for no reason. That's because you're kind of supposed to get caught in this mission. Like, you drive into this parking garage and it's a setup. You know, they name the mission the setup so that, you know, you won't be surprised by the fact that it's a setup. Not very thoughtful of them, but... And navigating this parking structure is actually really difficult because the physics in here are really floaty. Not really sure why. But you can see the cops are accelerating really slowly. That's because they are also on moon physics. Like, this is the slowest car chase in the world right now because they have no traction. I would say it has to do with the fact that it's raining and the rain physics are still being applied inside. But the same thing happens in Los Angeles during the Maddox mission, where it's not raining. So, yeah, who knows. And despite the fact that they are trying to arrest you for, like, conspiracy and robbing banks and trading in illegal guns and stuff like that, they're still content to call out the fact that you're running red lights as you run away from their police blockade. Another nice thing about this game that is not true of Driver 2 is that the police blockades will usually do a pretty good job of stopping the police that are actually chasing you. If you can smash through them reasonably efficiently, you have a really good chance of losing your pursuers just based on the fact that they ram into their own blockade. And that's actually a good place to pick up a tail. Ooh, that is not good though. I'm gonna have to fight the cop, I think. Crashing into absolutely everything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fight the cop. I really hope I don't die here. Okay, we got him. That lost a lot of time. Fighting cops in rain physics is not a good situation. This is a car chase, I believe, if I remember correctly. There's a really easy quick kill at the very beginning if I just hold circle. Because for whatever reason, Slater, the former racing car driver, drives a station wagon, and it doesn't have the best acceleration. I'm gonna restart that. You really just want him to drive straight. Like that. So this should be a good pattern. That's not. Oh, man. The annoying thing about chases in this game is the car you're chasing is more or less on rails in the sense that it can't deviate from its path very much. It has a sort of set pattern that it follows, and if you try to dislodge it from that pattern, it'll just bounce you away. This should be good. Oh, so close. That was really close. I'm probably gonna lose him now. Yeah, I'm gonna lose him. That's really unfortunate. The only real way to kill someone in a chase is to pull up beside them and rub into them, for lack of a better term, because they, if you try to, like, slam them really hard, you might do, like, a quarter of their HP, but you'll also get bounced off so far that you just lose them. I really need him to not take that pattern. It's like the worst pattern that he can take when he turns there. Because the main advantage you have over Slater is that he has bad acceleration. We're gonna get him here though. It's pretty much the only way to do a chase. That's something that they fixed in Driver 2. You can't just rub up against someone like that to kill them. As a result, though, there are a lot fewer car chases in, crap, what is this?
Need a cop car.
That's the one. So this is a great idea or a great concept for a mission. It's drive one block, turn right, and then hold the gas for the entire mission. But the primary thing to worry about in this mission is the cop car itself is very delicate because lore-wise, I guess they don't want to scratch up the car. They don't want to have to repair the cop car, I guess. So they put a restriction. You can only do so much damage to the cop car, and so you can't really make many big mistakes. But the driving is not hard at all. The main thing to watch out for in Los Angeles is pretty much just driving straight. That's how you do this whole city. But you can lag reduce fairly well in these early missions, but after a certain point, the cars in traffic will start changing lanes over the yellow line, which by the way is illegal. But they'll change lanes on you, so you can no longer just sit there and lag reduce for like looking left for, you know, minutes at a time, because they will eventually just change lanes in front of you with no warning. And also you have to watch for if there's a red light, because obviously if you run a red light you run the risk of T-boning someone. But yeah, isn't this an interesting mission? Just drive in a straight line. To be fair, it's not really the mission's fault, but just LA in general, the way the city is designed is a lot like Manhattan should have been. It's just a grid. So if you want to get from one end of the city, or from one end of the city to another, your real only choice is to just drive in a straight line, north or south. The chase. In a game all about car chases, they had the audacity to name this mission The Chase. And then after that we have the Maddox meme, which, as you can see from my splits, took me 16 minutes to do a mission that should take about 7. Stop Robert Duvall! Well, that should be pretty easy because he's in a slow-ass truck. There we go. Easiest chase in the game right there. because that pattern, because of where he starts, there's really only one early pattern that he can follow. Okay, now I have to really not mess up the Maddox meme. So, what happens in this mission is you drive across the city, across literally the entire city, to a parking structure, pick some guys up, drive them across the city to a theater, then drive across the city again to drop them off. But because you have to do so much driving, it's really important to minimize the amount of damage that you take, so I'm not going to be lag reducing that much. I'm going to try to pay attention a little bit. Also, the only reset point, not reset point, but the only checkpoint on this mission is after you drop the guys off at the theater. You don't get a checkpoint after you pick them up. So it's really important that when you get to the theater, you have low felony. Ooh, I did not see that tree there because it's completely impossible to see anything. For some reason, it's always dark and rainy in Los Angeles, which is unrealistic because it's almost never rains in Los Angeles. Not anymore. Maybe in 1999, or whenever this game was made, it would have rained in Los Angeles, but not anymore. Navigating the parking structure is also quite tricky when you have people doing stuff like... What the hell was that? That car just drove through the ceiling down onto the first floor. Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh my god. This actually is the parking lot from hell. Oh man.
Get us there on time, pal.
Get us there on time, pal. Hey, I wonder if you could exploit that. I wonder if you could actually, if there's no collision there, I wonder if you could drive through there and, like, you know, get down to this first floor easily. I mean, you'd probably roll the car, but... Another thing to note is that this game's actual in-game timer is tied to the frame rate, as is the gameplay. So when the frame rate drops, the timer slows down, so reducing lag is just to reduce real time. It doesn't actually have any effect on in-game time. I'm gonna... Oops, I wanna check... No, I wanna check my map. Okay. For some reason, I can never find the correct place to go. Give that guy a medal. Okay, this is a really good place to be for Maddox, as far as damage and felony goes. The main reason you want to avoid felony is because there's some really difficult terrain you have to navigate when you are heading back. you don't want to have any roadblocks. And then low damage, obviously, you just want low damage. This is a really poorly positioned cop. I wonder if I can avoid him. Yeah, I'm gonna be able to avoid him. Nice. As long as I do this first try, I'm gonna make up all of my time and actually be ahead. And then, if I remember correctly, when I was doing this run, I got so flustered because I messed up the Maddox hit so bad that I just sort of tilted for the rest of the run, and the rest of my run was really bad, so... Like, I think I reset Rite of Passage, like, 6 times or something. Not because I needed to, just because I was, like, pissed off. Like, something minor would go wrong and I'd reset. It's always so sketchy crossing over those planters because the trees, the little black trees, are basically impossible to see. This is also another troll section. So this bridge, if you are looking forward on this bridge, you get about 4 frames per second. But if you're looking to the left or the right, you get like silky smooth 20 FPS. No idea why. Bad turn, but it avoided the cop, so... This is a really, really smooth Maddox hit. Except for my bad driving. Nothing that was the game's fault, though. And I always struggle to find this garage. But I got it this time. Nice. Those are some beautiful splits right there. Plus 4.5 to minus 3.4. Both of them gold.
We planning a job, right?
So this is another fantastic mission. It's called the Test Ride. All you have to do is drive in a straight line to the end of the mission. Literally in a straight line. I think there's one turn in this entire mission. There are no cops to worry. Well, there's cops, but if the cops are still on you when you reach the objective, you don't have to lose them. No time limit. I believe Omega said he was saying, like, why does this mission exist? You're 75% of the way into the game. More than 75% of the way into the game, and they give you a mission that is easier than the bank job. Like, literally the first mission that you get in the game. I'm not sure why. I think the developers of this game were sort of blind to the whole difficulty aspect. Because the tutorial is notoriously difficult, but the game gets easier and easier. I mean, it's not strictly true, but there are some really hard missions. Like, the route that we follow in the speed run is not just the route that is the fastest, it's also a route that is known to be very consistent. There are some missions that we don't do in the speed run that, like, I legitimately can't even complete because they're so hard. Like, really, really tight time limits. And then there's the ones that are just too long. Like, they have, like, multiple cutscenes, which means multiple loading times. The loading times in this game are anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds, depending on if it has to load the city or if it has to load a cutscene. Usually it doesn't have to load a cutscene, but if it's loading from a cutscene, it has a different loading time. There's some of the changing lanes across a yellow line that I noted earlier. So the whole goal of this is to test the amount of time that it takes to get to a safe house. So does, I guess. That's like the premise. But here I am with 3 cops on me. And I'm gonna arrive at the safe house. Ooh, that's not nice. I'm gonna arrive at the safe house with 3 cops on my tail. There's also nothing here, like, there's no safe house. So I don't know what they were talking about. Okay, we're on to New York, the final city. Current, okay. I'm pretty bad at the city in general, like, you don't really get to practice it very much because it's at the very end. Most of your runs are gonna die in Miami. Or San Francisco, I guess. There's quite a few troll missions in San Francisco. Taxi drivers also live up to their deservedly poor reputation in this mission. They all drive like lunatics. Again, I don't really know the route for this game, so I'm just kind of driving at random. Not recommended. Also, rain physics don't really make this any easier. This is way too much damage to be taking early on. Oh, are you kidding me? Holy cow, that is so much damage. I still have to make it all the way to Grand Central. This is not good. I need to be really careful. Also, you'll notice that even though it's dark and rainy in New York, every single cutscene is clear skies and bright as the middle of the day. Gosh. my gosh, I need to restart. That's way too much damage. Unbelievable. I'm gonna take a different route. Hopefully should have me driving in a straight line for a longer duration. And have me go through less intersections. The nice thing about these double roads is if you're approaching them, they give you a pretty decent chance of avoiding the cops. Like, this cop is still gonna see me, but it's gonna be really hard for him to actually reach me. And now at this point, the cops sort of disappear, and the FBI, or no, it's not the FBI, it's the Mafia. The Mafia starts coming after you. Which is a little bit annoying because their cars look like one of the most common cars on the streets of New York, so you just have to assume that they're all Mafia. They're also extremely aggressive. Oh, come on. This game is also fantastic at making sure that you hit the smallest possible obstacle possible. Smallest possible object possible? Obstacle possible? You're being tailed. Wow, you don't say. Like, pretty much if there's, you know, a gigantic... If you're power sliding across, like, an enormous field, and there's, like, one lamppost in the middle, you will always hit that lamppost. Like, that's just the way it is. Are you fucking kidding me? Unbelievable! That's the other thing that's bad about this game. If you get wedged up against a wall like that, or if your body, the body of your car is flat to the wall, there's no way to get off of the wall if you can't move forward. You can try to reverse, but you can't really get off of the wall. You have to just be able to drive forward and use the full lock button. Because there's a button in this game that, for some reason, isn't standard that lets you fully lock your front wheels, and it's pretty much required to get off of a wall like that, or to like do a 180 of any kind. Like, see that? These black cars that are all in front of me, those are all just regular civilian cars, but that one just happened to be Mafia, and you can see it on your mini-map, but other than that, it's quite hard to see. You don't really want to be looking at your mini-map all that much. I think I do also have to lose this tail for this mission. Maybe I don't. I'm gonna lose it anyway, which is good. That was slow, but gotta roll with it.
Listen, cowboy, we need you to take out one of Granger's drivers.
I think this is it. This might be the one where you're in the cop car, maybe? I don't recall. If it is, there is a quick kill for this, but it's like really tricky. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so you have to just full throttle burnout, slide into him. He went the wrong way. Alright, see ya, Socrates. You have a good one. Thanks for stopping by, as usual. So now I can get in front of him. That didn't work as expected. Holy cow. Man, losing a corner like that is really frustrating because of the rain physics. The AI does not really obey the rain physics. They can kind of just turn on a dime whenever they want. And they also try to juke you like that. They'll like pretend they're going down one street and then go down another. Are we just gonna chase him, really? Oh, we might get him here. Nope. Ooh, did a lot of damage, but that's why you don't really want to ram them. Like, you can do a lot of damage with one hit, but then you're so far behind and you have to catch up again. Ooh, boxed him out. No, taxi. It's also not at all easy to see behind you because the camera doesn't have really good coverage. You have to be really careful about cutting corners in New York because the corners don't really have geometry to speak of. They're just sort of way larger than they look. There we go, that's perfect. If that, see, why can't that ever happen first try?
We need a cab, see? We got some more cab rides we need to give in the city. We just need you to bring us one with
Previous.
wheels. We need a
No. Give me...
Granger's wheel.
There we go. No donation button. Well, if that's a serious question, part of it is because I'm too lazy to set it up. Part of it is because I don't stream often enough that I think people should be donating for me to, like, incentivize me playing. Like, this is just something kind of fun to do. I don't take it really seriously. Also, what's up, Space Botany? How's it going? Like, it's one of those things where I don't think people should be paying me to play video games. This cop is gonna be a real ass. Oh, I went down the troll road. It's okay. Oh, I forgot the corners there. Holy cow. Time to trash Granger's wheels by driving into them very slowly. Get back to the motel. You can still get timestamps in chat with, like, Better Twitch TV and FrankerFaceZ. Like, I think, so they got turned off for me. Like, I had them enabled already, and, I had to re-enable them in the settings menu. Am I gonna have to, I do have to lose a tail. It's okay, he's pretty close. That's pretty quick anyway. Hope you guys are ready for the negs. This is famously one of the most difficult missions in the game. Get those negs. Bad start already. It didn't work for you when you try to re-enable them, or enable them anyway. Yeah, What? Where? He went behind me! What the hell was that? I've never seen that pattern before. Yeah, they could have used a different name, you know. Luckily we don't hear the phone call where he describes the negs, because you could easily, you know, mistake that for something else. Easily. Given the guy's Brooklyn accent. No. Okay, he crashed too. I was about to just preemptively restart because that was such a bad hit. One of this game's super fun features is that every car has exactly the same top speed. So no matter how you drive, there's no way to reliably get in front of someone in a chase, unless this happens and he does that. Come on, get those negs! Yeah! What? He lived! What? What? He lived! What? 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 I had no idea you could have literally that small of a health notch. Like, I didn't even know that the health incremented in that small of a fucking thing. What the hell? Oh my god. I am tilted now. That was like the god pattern. And he fucking ruined it. Like, I thought he was completely dead. Completely dead. And look at all the time lost now. Fucking 2 minutes of time loss. Oh, this is the god pattern right here. Oh, unless that happens. Like, once you open up any sort of gap, or once he opens up any sort of gap, just fucking kill yourself, really. I am beflustered. That is the word for this run. Beflusterment. Oh, I guess we're... I can save this, maybe. It would also help if this game wasn't so goddamn dark. Like, I can't see cars ahead of me. Oh, what is he doing? No! Why did it have to slam so hard? That could have been so perfect. Where is he? No, he's gone. This game also loves to eat inputs. I should have mentioned that before. Oh my god, this run is so fucking bad now. Mr. Pliskin's wild meme. Can this guy please? Yes! No! Kill him! Finally! Oh! Got him! Okay, split. Alright. Good news is, I have literally like 12 minutes to save on this split. Yeah, Klappa indeed. So like the main issue with the chases, I would say the chases are like the part that I struggle with most in this game. The problem is they pick a random pattern, and some of the patterns are like a free win. So you can either sit there resetting until you get one of those good patterns and then hope you don't mess it up, and hope that you recognize that it's a good pattern, or you have to try and ride it out and go with a bad pattern and hope that the AI makes a mistake, which is quite unlikely, but that's usually the faster strategy than just sitting there resetting all the time. This part of the mission is also really annoying because they start you off in an area where it's all one-way streets going straight towards you. And it's at night in the rain with pitch black, you know, even though all these street lights are here, you can't actually see shit. This is also the game's rendition of the Brooklyn Bridge, it's like 1 1/3 lane wide. And for some reason, people like to occupy that lane that is like very tiny. And oh my god, look at that damage. Okay. There's also a taxi that loves to pull out in front of you right here. Right there. Oh my god, people, people, people. This game came before turn signal technology. They just turn randomly. And the thing is, when they do a turn, they don't do it quickly. Like, they take their goddamn time and sit in the middle of the intersection for about 10 minutes while you're desperately stabbing at the brake pedal, lunging towards the handbrake, trying to stop in time. It's also desperately important that I maintain pretty much full speed through this entire section, because this time limit is really tight. Also, the lore for this mission is messed up. They tell you that you have to beat Slater's time of getting across the city in 7 minutes, but you're only given 4 minutes to do it. I forgot which one of these I have to turn at. Shit. 3 more. I lost count. I'm guessing it's this one. We're going with it. Oh. No. Rain physics. This is going to be really tight, and if a cop decides to ruin my day, he will be able to do so with little to no effort. Where am I going? Oh, I have to turn here. I'm almost completely dead, but we'll go for it. Yeah, one thing they did actually do better with Driver 2 is the landmarks actually look like the things that they are based on. The landmarks in this look like a sort of grotesque Salvador Dali version of the thing they're trying to portray. Sort of perspective completely warped. No cop, no cop, please, no cop. Out of my way, taxis! Okay, with 11 seconds to spare, GG easy. I hope you guys are ready to see the best, My splits are like so ass. Negs, plus 243. Rite of passage, minus 742. That is one big-ass glide. That's a 10-minute glide. I hope you guys are ready to see the coolest glitch. This glitch is fucking awesome. Normally this mission is like retardedly difficult, but we're gonna try and get this cop to follow us. Like that. Not like that. I might have to reset this. The president's like, nice driving, son. And we're gonna go here. Boom! And we are out of bounds. So, the reason this works is because the cops in this mission drive so fast that they actually blast you completely out of bounds. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive towards the water. You're not supposed to normally be able to go... Oh, no, I messed it up. I didn't drive far enough. Oh. Okay, well, we're gonna get to do it again. Basically what happens is the cops are driving so fast that they will blast you through the wall, and, then what you do is you drive in such a way that you fall into the water, but because this mission is coded really badly... did we seriously lose the cop? What are the cops doing? We need that cop that's behind us, because he's gonna T-bone us. But, if he decides not to, there's not much we can do. Okay, he's on us now. Damn it, he anticipated me really well. Nice driving, son. As I get fucking butt-fucked by a million police. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I need to remember to do that glitch properly. That would have been so good if I got it first try. But now it's gonna be 2 hours because I messed it up. Holy shit. What the fuck? Okay, we're gonna try doing it this way. Nope, it's not gonna work. Yeah, the cops will just, well, it's the cops and the mafia both that will just cruise missile you at way faster than your car can go. Also, a cop just spawns in right here that is somehow better than every other cop in the game. I'm really pissed that I messed that up the first time. This is gonna cost like at least 3 minutes. The thing is, like, this glitch is not hard to do, but the patterns of the cops is random. So, like, now you can see there's a cop that's, like, already rounded the corner.
Nice driving, son.
That should be good. It's actually pretty precise, the area that you have to drive, because if you drive too far, you will not be able to fall into the water. And if you did like I did, where I was on the opposite side of the thing there, yeah. What? Okay, we sank. Okay, we're good. Okay. Time. Man. It's not even a good time. That could have been like a 132 or something. Where we get to see this awesome
okay,
final
sir?
cutscene.
I'm fine, son.
We got him. Sir, you okay?
Uh-huh.
We got him. Tanner, Castaldi, Hancock, and Vaughn. We got them all. Take your badge back now, Tanner.
How much of the FBI did Vaughn drag down with him?
It's gonna take some time for us to shift right through all this. Meantime, take your badge back. Take it.
Take it!
Now you get yourself back here, Tanner. Now you come back here and you pick up this badge. Tanner! You just bought yourself a whole lot of trouble, fella. This is your last chance, Tanner!
Tanner, get back here! Pick up this badge, Tanner! So that's the game. I also, I just noticed Space Botany has given me a copy of Grow Home. Wow, dude. Holy shit, thanks so much. Dude, that is so awesome of you. Why do you have to make me get creative with my generosity? Wow. Dude, thanks so much. I'd like to actually stream this. I need to make sure that I can set it up properly, because my OBS studio has been a little glitchy yesterday. Yesterday in particular, I couldn't get it to capture like even the most basic thing. I have no idea why. Oh my god, how long is this cutscene? Okay, it's over.